Space held such hope for humanity.
Hello, I'm Bootstrap Bear.
A fresh start. A chance for old grievances to wither and die.
This is Supreme Commander. An RTS
Quantum
game
gate networks let humanity push deeper and deeper into space.
for the PC. Viewed as the spiritual successor to Total Annihilation.
Countless planets were colonized.
An RTS by Chris
Governed
Taylor.
by the Earth Empire, humanity entered a golden age of peace and prosperity.
Golden Age.
The pace quickened. A human brain was successfully joined with an artificial intelligence by Dr. Gustav Brackmann.
Sounds
The
good.
symbionts were born. Eventually, humanity's more base instincts took hold.
Bit like Deus
The
Ex.
thread began to unravel. The symbionts demanded independence. The Earth Empire's response was a secret loyalty program that pacified anyone with an AI implant.
It's a bit harsh.
Dr. Brackmann fled with his closest symbionts and created the Cybran nation. They would fight for their freedom.
Fair enough. I like the Cybrans.
An alien race called the Seraphim was discovered by human colonists. The Seraphim introduced the settlers to something called the Way.
Alright. Sounds weird.
But despite those peaceful overtures, the aliens were attacked by xenophobic soldiers.
Man. The Earth Empire.
Soon, the Seraphim were
Kind
no
of a
more.
D move.
The Aeon Illuminate formed from the ashes.
Oh
They
dear.
would spread the Way and cleanse the galaxy of non-believers.
Oh.
The Earth Empire collapsed.
Good.
The galaxy fell into darkness and chaos. From the ruins rose the United Earth Federation, an old
Alright.
idea made new. Unite the galaxy and restore order, no matter the cost.
Right.
The technology of destruction surged ahead. The armored command unit made killing efficient. An army could be created anywhere, at any time. The infinite war has raged for 1,000 years.
1,000 years.
Billions of lives have been
It's
lost.
mad. Imagine that.
But now the actors are assembled. The final act is about to begin. It is time for the infinite war to end.
Oh. Hey, buddy. Oh. So yeah, this is Supreme Commander. It's probably one of my favourite RTSs of all time. It's super fun. First of all, giant robots. Everyone loves giant robots. You seen Pacific Rim? Exactly. Everybody loves giant robots. Let's start a game. I'm going to be playing as the Cybran. There's 3 different campaigns: the UEF, the Aeon, and the Cybran. Yeah, they all take quite a while to do. So I'm only probably going to be doing one. I may revisit the others later, but I'm only going to be doing one, and it's the Cybran are my favourites, both in terms of their backstory and their units. I will be going with the Cybran. You may have noticed I just selected the start of the campaign there. Yes, I did try and record this before, and yes, the audio wasn't. Let's start the game. There's the good old intro cutscene, the Cybran Nation. That's us, in a super cool space jet thing. It's awesome. Dr. Brackmann, still alive 1,000 years later. Because he's a brain in a jar. That's him in the background.
You spend too much time in here alone, Doctor.
I must never forget why we're fighting. Oh, yes. Thank you for coming, my boy. The situation is dire.
All right.
Oh, yes. The UEF is now losing the infinite war. The QAI?
Projections indicate that the UEF will not survive the next major Aeon assault. The UEF will fall within 42 days.
That's QAI.
The Aeon consider us abominations. If the UEF lose, the Aeon will turn on us and kill every symbiont in the galaxy.
We have survived for the past 1,000 years by hiding. Oh, yes. Today, that changes. Strategy, my boy. Strategy must be employed. You are now the tip of our spear.
Awesome.
You will free our enslaved brothers and sisters from the UEF.
The commander is due to load in 2 minutes.
Oh, yes.
Forgive me, I do ramble. Be safe, my boy. Be safe.
Cool. So while this awesome cutscene happens, I'm going to jabber all over it.
Reporting checklist for armored command unit completed. Prepare for pilot insertion.
So each mission will start off with usually just you in that huge machine there, the armored command unit, and then you build a base,
Releasing controls to the pilot.
producing land and air units and naval units if it's a naval map. These are all categorized by
I am Elite Commander Dostja, Dr. Brackman's personal military attaché.
what up?
This will be your first live operation. You will accompany me to Theban 2.
Yeah.
There is a large symbiont population there, and your objective is to liberate a small colony in Sector M13.
Alright. Cool.
All of the symbionts on Theban 2 have been enslaved by the UEF's loyalty programming. We have initiated a wideband broadcast of the Symbiont Liberation Matrix. By the time we arrive, our brothers and sisters will be free and ready to evacuate.
Cool.
Unfortunately, the Aeon have also set their sights on Theban 2 and have launched an offensive against local UEF forces. Defeat the Aeon and UEF armies in your sector in order to free the symbionts. I will engage the primary UEF commander. Follow my orders to the letter if you want to come out of this alive.
Wanted to pass along some advice to our new commander.
What
Dr.
up?
Brackman, this is quite an honor.
Remember what I said. Tip of the spear. And listen to Dostia. She has a flawless record. That is all.
Do not judge the Doctor, Commander. He is a great man, a genius. He just thinks a little sideways. We gate in 30. Dostja out.
Cool. So yeah, as I was saying, you build a base producing land, air, and sea units. All of your units and buildings are grouped into 3 levels: Tech 1, Tech 2, and Tech 3. Tech 1 is what you start at, and that's the weakest. They produce the weakest units, the weakest buildings, and the resource production buildings. They have produced the least amount of resources. Obviously, Tech 3 has all the strongest and most efficient buildings, all that jazz.
The area is secure. Send in the new commander.
And obviously Tech 2 is the middle ground between them. So there's 2 kinds of resources. We've got mass and energy.
Construct a few power generators and mass extractors.
So I'm going to go ahead and start building mass extractors. Mass extractors can only be built on these green mass deposits. It's the only place you can build them, whereas power generators, which are used for energy, can be built anywhere. So let's go and get these done.
Schematics downloaded.
Power generators. Now, a cool thing they put in Superior Commander is something called adjacency, where buildings would get bonuses based on what other buildings were next to them. So I'm setting up a grid of power generators like that, and in the center of each one I'm going to put a factory. Most likely I'm going to have 3 air factories, and they're going to use less power now because they've got power generators on all 4 sides. And that's something that's a really cool idea, because then you have to really think about your base placement, because
Good. Now build an air factory.
Operation area expanded.
because you want to have a base that
Schematics
operates
downloaded.
efficiently, but you also you then run the risk of, if a certain building explodes, it could cause a chain reaction across your base. You don't really want that, for obvious reasons. Setting up a little barricade here. And I'll speed up the game, otherwise we'll be here forever. These are wall sections that will block direct weapons fire and movement, so they're kind of useful. Yeah, as I said during the intro cutscene, this is the spiritual successor to an old RTS game from '95, I believe, called Total Annihilation, which is more or less pretty much the same in design and story. And it was super fun. I mean, you had like giant robot units and all that. It was good. It was good.
Construct some bombers at your air factory.
Schematics downloaded.
Let's get a couple of scouts first. The cool thing you can do, there's a little button down here called Repeat Build Orders. So all you need to do is set it to build one kind of unit, hit Repeat Build Order, and then it'll always build. It'll churn out bombers constantly now. As will this one. And that one.
I'm reading a UEF radar installation to your south. Use your bombers to destroy the UEF forces guarding the radar.
Okay.
Operation area expanded.
Should be UEF forces. Here we are. Oh. Lost sight of them. Good job, you missed them all. There we go. Now he's running for it. Oh. Oh, there we go. Oh. Wait. Damn. This is a...
Well done. Capture the radar with either your armored command unit or an engineer.
What I'm gonna do is build another mass extractor down there. And a cool thing you can do in Spring Commander is capture units with any of your constructors, which would be your commander or any of the engineers which you can build from any factory. And the good thing about capturing, obviously, is their unit is taken out of play, which is the same as what happens when you destroy it, It's just now that you also have one of the units as well. So there's kind of like a guerrilla warfare thing there. We're now capturing the radar. You see that their units are all coloured blue, and Cybran units at the moment are coloured red. Standard. And when they
Perhaps
capture
Dr.
changes,
Brackman's faith in you was justified.
when they capture it, it changes colour as well as its allegiance, which is cool.
The UEF controls mass deposits to your north. They are guarding their position with interceptors, which will easily defeat your bombers. Counter the interceptors with fighters. Once the interceptors are destroyed, attack the area with your bombers.
Unit schematics downloaded. Operation area expanded.
Nope, wrong button. So the Maya factories are now churning out air units. Air units? The interceptors, fighters. How many do we have? I'm up to 12 now. That should be enough. Boom. Okay, hang on. Oh, no. Damn. Sometimes you can pause the game and set out orders, but it's when things are getting a little crazy. I believe that's all the mass extractors. Oh, there, all of the enemies. They've got 2 tanks, might as well take them.
Commander under attack.
Where are you going? There we go. Oh,
Commander, my name is Jericho. I just
Hey,
escaped from the
Jericho.
UEF compound to the east. There are other symbionts being held there. You must help them.
oh, there he is.
You will free our enslaved brethren. Dostya out.
Oh, damn.
Dostya? Elite Commander Dostya.
Correct.
Pardon me.
I have information that I must pass along to you.
A little bit of a burp there.
Here are my coordinates. Can you reach me?
Yes.
Commander, scans reveal an outer ring of UEF defenses and patrols to your east. Deal with them while I meet with Jericho. Dostya out.
Schematics downloaded. Operation area expanded.
I've sent my intercept units to keep most of the Air Force busy, so whilst my scout planes can get intel on what we're up against. Ah.
The patrols have been defeated. Good. Dostya out.
There we go. Not sure if I can build land units now, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. These guys to move out of the way. I messed that one up. But it'll show you something cool that, another cool thing they put in is you can move units that buildings that you've queued up after you've put them. So if you do mess up the placement, you don't need to restart your queue. You can just click and drag. I like that. Once I've got the land units in production, I'm going to start building some defences. These are anti-air towers that I'm putting up here now. So I'm spreading them out a little bit. You want to keep anti-air towers spread out enough to get good coverage of your entire base. And then your point defence towers, which will go against land units, kind of need to be where you've got a choke or like the entrance to your base. So here, basically. There we go. Cool. I'm going to get them to build some light artillery, some anti-air, and assault bots. They'll all build that, build all on repeat. So they'll all build one artillery, then they'll build anti-air, then they'll build assault bot, then artillery, anti-air, bot, artillery, bot, blah. What I plan to do is, you can see there's a lot of destroyed. These are the Aeon buildings. You can kind of, their shape is very kind of circular. There is UEF. It's very kind of blocky, very square. Cybran units and buildings are very kind of angled and like kind of triangular or pentagons or things like that. So I can see there's ruined Aeon units here. So given that we've only got about a quarter of the map so far, I'm believing the Aeon... Well, I know the Aeon commander's down here. We know I've played this bit before, so I'm going to build a little parallel of wall sections and turrets down here. So when that bit unlocks, I'm going to have such a much easier time. Get my land units over here. Cool thing you can do is if you press Control A, you select all your air units. Every single air unit you have. Control L does all of your land units. So that's cool as well. Probably gonna fast forward this a little bit until I've got my commander's build queue is all done. So by that point I'll have a ridiculous amount of land units and I'll probably win in about 3 seconds. So I'll see you after I finish speeding up. Okay, I've hit a bit of a snag. I've reached my unit limit. So,
Unit limit
Probably shouldn't have cancelled my build orders. One moment. Derp, derp, derp. Obviously, you can't have an infinite amount of units, that'd be crazy. And it would melt your computer, so there's generally a cap. Also, it's kind of a difficulty thing. If you could build an infinite amount of units, then you would just build the strongest units, all of them, and you just win, just by sheer numbers. Which is pretty much how I'm going to win now anyway, but yeah, shut up. Right. Let's just go.
Unit limit reached.
Alright. I'd like to leave them more or less intact, but these guys are pretty much done now. Come on, just leave it intact. I want it. Oh no, it's gone. Oh, you fools, you destroyed it. Oh, you've got one up here. We'll try and leave these landing pads as much as I can, because as you see in the bottom left, refuel and repair Tech 2 air staging. So anytime any of my air units run out of fuel, they'll go to it and go, yo, fuel me up, and it will. Oh dear.
The symbionts must be rescued. Destroy the defenses and free your brothers and sisters. Dostya out.
Well, yeah, I've done it.
All the defenses have been destroyed. Dostya out.
Operation area expanded.
Now I need to go over here.
It is time for you to directly attack the UEF's position. Our brothers and sisters are being held in 2 buildings on a plateau to the east. A small UEF base is to their north. Several enemy patrols are guarding it. The plateau is protected by anti-air gun emplacements. Assault the position with ground units. You now have the Skyhook light air transport schematic. I recommend you use a transport to quickly move your units to the south. Then push north from that position.
Or just
Schematics
smash through
downloaded.
to the south immediately. Which is precisely what I'm going to do. Oop, speed up. And here we go. Oop. Oh, they don't have any point. They don't have any point defense. They've only got their military. They've only got their land units.
Jericho reports that there is an Aeon commander in a sector south of your mission area. Stay on your guard, Commander. Dostya out.
Well, we knew that. Well, I knew that anyway.
Continue to fight. This is to our advantage. Dostya out.
Now, okay, we've now got the heavy assault bots, so I'm going to stop building the weaker light assault bots. And use the heavy assault bots instead. Get stronger. Now what I'm going to do is with my land units. Actually, do I have any air scouts left? I do. Use my air scout to find out, get decent intel on their base, find out where their point defense and anti-air units are, and destroy them. There we go. Especially want to get rid of their anti-air. Oh, damn it. Misclick. I'll do it. Right. There's the Mantis heavy assault bot. By the time my bombers get here, the anti-air should be down, he says. Hopefully. There we go, it's gone. To be fair, by the time my bombers get there, the whole blinking base will probably be destroyed.
The Aeon commander is building a base. Wait. The UEF is attacking the Aeon position. Proceed with your mission objectives. Let them fight each other. Dostya out.
Bombers everywhere.
The UEF base has been destroyed. Defeat any remaining forces. Show them what we do to those that seek to oppress us. Dostya out.
Yay. It's a bit crazy, but alright. Defeat the symbiont. I thought I'd done it. So I have to defeat the symbiont guards. I'm pretty sure I have. Let's double check. Radar. Oh, he's serious. There's one guy. Groovy. Let's go and kill him. Oh, doesn't that look awesome? There we go.
A message from the symbionts. They are safe and evacuating the area. You have handled yourself well so far, Commander. Let us hope it continues. Dostya out.
Alright. Chill out.
The Aeon commander to your south is struggling to recover from the last UEF offensive. Now is the time to attack her. Because of the size of her force, I am sending you some advanced units.
Alright. Thanks.
The Aeon have killed millions of Cybrans. Show her no mercy. Dostya out.
Operation area expanded.
Cool, right, I'm getting all my stuff up together. Oh. Uh-oh. That is a landing input. Is that just a patrol? That's just a patrol. No good. Just in case. There we go. Do you know what? Let's just go.
I will cleanse every symbiont on this planet.
Because I don't like her. I'm gonna blow her up now. Whoop. Full speed. Right, here we are.
Stand against me.
Seem to be doing okay so far.
I underestimated you. I won't do so
Oh
again.
man, I'm getting a bit of lag here because it's so many polygons. There's the enemy commander.
Your reliance on technology will be your undoing.
I'm going to go ahead and point out you're using an armored command unit as well. Oh man, she's getting pummeled by bombers. Here's the thing with ACUs.
They have defeated me.
They have
But my spirit lives on in the way.
nuclear power generators, which means when they explode,
Good job, Commander.
they explode. So, I don't know. Interesting. Maybe it's just an EMP if it's Aeon. Usually, there's a nuclear explosion. Operation completed. And there we go. That's the first mission of the Cybran campaign for Supreme Commander 1. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Join me next time for Operation 2. Bye bye.